Either. Those are the ones that I gave him.
T-Ray will explain it later.
I don't get it.
Skeleton walks into a bar. He orders a beer and a mop.
Oh,
there we go. All right.
Anyway, all right. It's a cold day out
I'm
there,
slow.
everybody.
My brain's cold.
Gotta thaw that old noggin out there.
I'll tell you what, these new microphones are something else, man.
You're crisp. Anyway,
This is like,
I mean, it is.
when I see Andy next time, I'm giving him a smooch right in the face.
On the Vance Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment line, how's it sound?
We'll find out.
We have to
We'll
change.
find out. I just went live.
Because I did get a text. That said, hey, make sure you check your mic levels and everything else. But we were so busy that...
We had snacks or late snacks. There's a lot of stuff going on when we're just juggling.
Well, guys, first off, thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
We know it's cold out. Everybody says so.
I found out from Facebook.
Did you? Okay.
You did?
Uh-huh.
You know what? I went outside. I had my trusty LL Bean stuff on today, and it's funny. I felt I was out close to 4 minutes. My hands didn't fall off, and I didn't have any gloves on.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well,
it always seems there's a scare tactic when something like this happens, you know?
What do you mean?
Well, if we're going to have some sort of inclement weather, there's always like, you got to be careful out there, everyone. This is life-threatening.
Because people are dumb.
I know, but Serge, I just don't get it.
They're not wrong. It's a little exaggerated.
Well, it's life-threatening if you jump in a snowbank and sit there for 35 minutes.
If you go outside without proper headwear, gloves, scarves,
Right.
coats, pants, boots, normal stuff.
Yeah.
If you go out there in just like a T-shirt,
You're going to get cold fast.
you're going to get frostbite.
Yeah.
And it can happen in 5 to 10 minutes.
But nobody's going to do that. They have the common sense.
Have you watched anything today?
No, not yet, I guess. No, I was too busy trying to watch Price is Right. You know that.
Yep.
Because I had hazy.
Found out if you throw boiling water in the air, it freezes.
What? What?
You've seen that.
I haven't. No. No.
It's every year.
Oh, yeah, Jay. It's pretty neat to watch.
All right.
Jay, whatever you do, don't go pee outside.
I'm not.
All right, just telling you.
My dog doesn't like the cold either. Thanks to everyone tuning in to ESPN 93.5 and also on the Vance Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook. We're live on there, also live on YouTube. Thanks for, and you can also listen to us on the app. Just download the ESPN 93.5 KJOC app, and then you can listen to your computer at 935.com. I have friends that didn't go to work today. One of my buddies texted to say on my big thread of the Iowa guys, the Iowa football guys, someone said, hey, be safe out there. I didn't go to work today. I had some choice words for Dusty Dykema. I said it's winter in the Midwest. It's not the attack of the White Walkers. Everything's going to be just fine. All right. And then on Saturday, it's going to be 40? Sunday, it's going to be 43? And, oh, by the way, here's the thing.
There'll be shorts.
There was someone at Hy-Vee today wearing shorts. I mean, legitimately, there's...
Told you so.
I just wanted to stop and just be like, don't be that guy.
It's not shorts weather.
Don't be that guy. But
40 degrees? Sure.
On this weekend, there'll be somebody like sitting on a patio in a bar taking a picture and putting it on Facebook. May or not be my.
Well, there might be somebody today on a patio at a bar.
Look, the snow keeps my drink cold.
There you go, buddy. Just gave somebody a brilliant idea.
I just
Serge.
ordered my drink without ice. All I had to do was walk outside.
In other news, I'm streaking. I got one day.
Excited about that streak?
Yeah, I am excited. I got to look at a line. I already got one. I just got to need to see the line of what I like. Bobby's coming in today. Cakert's coming in today. Everything's cool.
Bobby Mack's coming in today?
No, Bobby Metcalf.
Oh, okay.
No, Bobby Mack wanted to stay home. He was going to come in and he was going to sub for Serge if Serge has had his appointment. But
don't be. Everybody's going to be worried about what's wrong with Serge. All right, everybody.
Asking.
They're already asking.
Just a little tooth pain, right, Serge? Nothing big. You're not.
I'll be fine.
No major surgeries. Not down for the count.
Just rub some dirt on it.
Yeah. Don't want anybody falsely reporting his death or anything.
So there's today is a media day for the Super Bowl, and Goodell he's scheduled to go in front of the media.
Yeah.
This is going to be the first time.
Am I a day late on this, guys? Now we've talked a little bit about the douchebags from Barstool Sports yesterday.
We did not talk about it on the air.
Oh,
we did not at all.
Oh, okay.
Barrier.
But now that you've just opened up that can of worms,
All right, so
Okay.
I thought we talked about it on the air
We
when I
did
was
not.
Okay.
Bag of douches.
Well,
All right.
whoops, there it is.
All right.
Thought you knew.
Yeah. Okay.
I
What's
mean,
your what?
why? I guess what's his beef with Goodell? He got banned from the all NFL things for doing something. The guy that-
Serge can look that up.
I don't know.
I seriously, honestly, anything to do with Barstool, I purposely usually avoid.
It came through on my
100% so.
feed. I didn't. It was unavoidable. It was there, and then it piqued my interest because they were harassing a Dominic Sue.
They were harassing him.
All right, whatever.
Okay,
were,
then they're harassing everybody they interview them because every single person they interview, there's something that they could jab at.
Well, they said something stupid to him. How about that?
They did.
Okay,
And
really?
I actually liked his response for once in my life.
Absolutely. And and what they said to him is probably very true.
It is. They said, you are one of the most dirtiest players in the game.
And we're going to be watching you.
We're going to be watching you.
And he goes, "Have a nice day, sir." He just
Have a nice day,
chuckled.
sir. Yep.
Yeah.
Same as what Brady told the little kid.
I didn't see that either.
That was cool, too. Same situation. They go, the little kid asked Tom Brady, hey, how do you deal with the haters? He goes, you know what? We're going to let them hate and we're going to love them. We're going to love them just like we do everybody else.
I wish he would have just said, "Shake it off." I really wish he would have. That would have been pretty cool. What about the? What did he say about? Has anyone addressed him about the 10-year-old who proved that Tom Brady is a cheater?
No, but that was awesome. The kid's science fair project.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I did not see
A
that.
kid did a science fair project on basically like the deflation of balls and how the actual science of it actually makes it easier to throw. You can throw the ball further. You can everything else. And he and his dad went out and did it and proved it and documented everything and had a nice little presentation.
That's so great.
Yeah, it was great.
He was from Indiana, huh?
I think Dwyer Michaels tried to. I think they had that kid on Monday. He called in. Well, I mean, I was thinking about some things today. You know, yesterday we did the prop bet, not a prop bet, and then we're gonna do facts. But I came up with a different game to do a little bit later. Whether or not Bobby Metcalf wants to do it or not, I have him scheduled during his time to do a game with us. So
What's the game today?
it's going to be word association. All right, and it's not anything like crazy.
Okay.
It's just I'll beef it up later and tell you how I got to the point of it. But yeah, word association. Anyway,
I'm excited either way.
everybody just be safe out there. Again, if don't do anything dumb. I mean, that's
Yeah.
my advice. I don't know.
You know what I'd advise everybody to do? Get you some LL Bean wear, man. Keeps you nice and warm and cozy.
Yeah,
Wish they were a sponsor of the show.
I can't believe you didn't wear your overalls today.
Well,
Day's not over, Jay.
Yeah, that's true.
I got these fancy LL Bean pants that really keep you warm too.
You're like an LL Bean model.
Like kind of the chubby one.
Yeah.
They don't have very many chubby models in the catalog though.
All right. When we come back, we can talk more about Roger Goodell and Media Day, and also, you know, you're gonna, and we'll talk more about the no call. All right.
Hey Jay,
Hey, LL Bean Model T Roy.
it's really cold outside.
It is.
Man, if it's so cold that I can't make it to work, or I need someone to help mow my lawn, or not mow my lawn, shovel my walk,
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah,
else
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, what should I do?
Well, instead of just going to Facebook and saying, "Hey, random people,
Looking for recommendations.
looking for recommendations," and
Who wants,
go.
who wants my oil change money?
Yeah, instead of doing that and go and wasting everybody's time, just go to localsloveus.com, or you can pick up your handy Locals Love Us guide.
I know. I hear they have a great table of contents to help you find what you're looking for.
They do.
And I hear online, if you click on Quad Cities, it's easy to use, and you can browse your favorites, and they even rank them for you.
Yep.
Sounds pretty cool. I like our friends from Locals Love Us, don't you?
I love them a lot.
You know what they like to call them? Our guide to the best.
Yep. Very good.
Well, that's getting rewritten. Oh, hot mic.
Hey, this is Goose, PA announcer for the Quad City Storm, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Do it again, a little more heart.
You.
With the loss of a loved one, planning a fitting service can be a real challenge. At Whelan Presley Funeral Homes and Crematory, with our personalized service and attention to detail, You can be confident the service will be everything you wished for. We've been serving families in our area for generations. We would be privileged to serve yours too. Whelan Presley Funeral Homes and Crematory, Rock Island, Milan, Reynolds, and the Knox Chapel.
Gobo Productions presents One Night of Queen. Since forming in 2002, Gary Mullen and the Works have performed to sellout audiences all over the world. And now they're back in the USA for a brand new tour. One Night of Queen is a spectacular live concert recreating the look, sound, and showmanship of arguably the greatest rock band of all time. You'll hear classic Queen numbers including We Will Rock You, Fat Bottom Girls, Another One Bites the Dust, Bohemian Rhapsody, and We Are the Champions. One Night of Queen, performed by Gary Mullen and the Works. This show will rock you.
Coming to the TaxSlayer Center March 24th. Tickets are on sale now at the TaxSlayer Center box office and Ticketmaster.com. Presented by Town Square Media.
ESPN 93.5 wants you to be an insider. Access great contests and giveaways and be in the know at ESPN935.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged, and ESPN Quad Cities. From local to global, ESPN 93.5 has you covered with your Quad Cities sports talk show. It's Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Talk sports with your favorite foursome, T-Roy, Jay-Bird, Serge, and you. Weekdays from noon to 2 on ESPN 93.5. Now, back to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Back in the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunrice Satellite and Dish. Surge's mic, bud. This is Don't Ask Us Local here on ESPN 93.5. It's all right. You're learning stuff, buddy.
It's weird.
I know.
Setup is weird.
I got you.
All right, so today, it's a media day, and Goodell's going to have to address the NOLA call.
Still trying, huh?
Still trying. And apparently...
What would you do if he called it the NOLA call?
I'd just say, see, told you so.
No, you'd be more excited than that. Rightfully so.
Hey, just got a text from Dana on the T-Roy text thread line.
Yes.
She wants to remind us the front doors are locked, so if we have visitors, we have to let them in.
Okay.
So, thank you, Dana.
Wow.
And she says the new mics look great.
Did they sound good? That's all that matters. Everybody says they do.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so
yeah, just tell me when you need me to go to the front door.
I will. Let me send this text here.
Okay.
I'll go check the front door.
No.
So
anyway, they said that they're going to, the NFL is likely to look into challenging those calls at the end of the season. So we talked about this. Like, what do you suggest that they do? What would be a suggestion for a challenge? Like, I mean, you just get one per game, and if you burn it in the first quarter, you burn it?
Should be everything under 2 minutes should be instantly reviewed. Not just scoring plays, but that penalty should have been reviewed.
No, not everything in less 2 minutes. I think you should just get one because then it's going to grow and go. I mean,
they can do it so fast, it's not going to slow down the game. That's a big worry for a lot of people, is it slowing down the play of the game and the pace of the game. It's not going to slow it down.
Well, my thing is this: if it's the last 2 minutes and someone's going to come and say like, well, in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter, they should have checked it then. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
did you need a replay to see that was pass interference?
No.
I like
what Chuck Long said, that the referees could have got together after the play and said, "Hey,
yeah, they actually.
How come no one threw a flag?"
They did, and the one guy he was going to, and they waved one of them off.
Well, then that, yeah. Then you find that referee crew, right? I mean, that's where it has to go to, boys.
Yeah.
Someone has to be held accountable.
Right.
Basically, that's what any fan base will want. I know a lot of people are out there saying, oh, the crybabies from New Orleans. If that was your team, you'd be pissed off too. So yeah, they need to. I think it needs to move that. It's something that egregiously a missed call needs to.
Now, Izarez is saying
they find players, Serge. They find players for things like this.
He got fined for helmet to helmet for that hit.
Right.
Exactly. So you should fine the referee for missing the call as well.
Right. So Izarez here says, "Get over it." And he said this before. I don't agree with get over it. I don't think get over it is the solution. I think they need to do something about this.
I'm sorry, there isn't any one of us out there, Izarez, you're included. If that was your team, you would not be over it.
And I have.
If that was your team and you're going to the Super Bowl, you're not getting over it. I'm not getting over that's Cowboys. I'm being honest with you, man.
And I don't care about either one of those teams.
I do like that.
I'm just saying, man.
I do like Izarez's suggestion. I suggest scoring touchdowns instead of kicking.
That's
yes.
Made me laugh.
I mean, that's funny, and I get it. Yeah, he's right. But
I'm just saying, there's no way Goodell's going to get around this. I mean, it's just coming, unless he just pulls Belichick.
Is he the worst commissioner of any sport ever? Of any sport ever?
Oh yeah.
No, Stocking's going to pull up. No.
Who's worse?
Well,
baseball commissioner. Who's the one we just had that messed up the entire steroid era?
Selig. Well, he'll say he cleaned up the coke problem. That's what he hangs his hat on. That was Selig. I think it's Mountain Landis, isn't it? Chickasaw Mountain Landis, the guy who.
What's worse, coke or steroids?
Well, coke was pretty bad in the '80s,
yeah, I guess it was.
But I think it's Commissioner Landis who banned the Black Sox, including Shoeless Joe.
You think he's the most unpopular or worst ever for banning them?
Yeah. I mean, that would go down, wouldn't you? That'd be the most unpopular move. But Goodell, the thing about Goodell that I don't get is
he's easily the worst NFL commissioner of all time.
Well, they seem to think that they seem to like him. He works for the owners, so.
All right, how about this? He works for the owners, but think about this: when you had Rozelle, you had Tagliabue.
Yeah,
I'm saying that wrong. Tagliabue.
Paul Tagliabue.
Yeah. I don't remember.
It's hard to say. It's kind of like saying Alvin Levine.
Yeah. I don't remember. I don't remember owners getting into arguments, and Jones was one of them. And I know there's other owners that have been in arguments with Goodell. I know Kraft wasn't very happy with him.
Yes.
You follow where I'm coming from?
Uh-huh.
I just don't recall this happening to other commissioners with owners.
No, I'm with you.
I'm just saying, and whether you like Jerry Jones or not, that's not my point. My point is, he's gotten into it with owners, and you don't remember Rozelle, you don't remember Everlilling Tagliabue.
Different time,
absolutely different time.
Magnifying glass.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, that's a very good point. That perspective is back then. It wasn't the number one show on turf.
Yeah. So, like I said, your every move isn't reported on back in the day. And I think sport reporters, the beat reporters, they protected not only hometown players, but...
Oh, they were... Yeah. I mean, if you think about just the protection in golf alone back in the 50s, 60s, 70s.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's not... I mean, you have the concussion problems. You have the domestic abuse problems. Times where he's gotten, he's fined people and hasn't fined people.
I think his domestic abuse stances have been the worst, don't you? I mean, the things with that.
Yes.
I mean, especially what he originally did with Ray Rice. I mean, that was hands down the most botched thing ever. And then the way he came back to try to make up for it. And then after that, then he was overly.
But maybe, who cares? I mean, do you care? If you're Roger Goodell, do you care? Do you care if your popular opinion is not very big? As long as
when you're making $45 million a year, no, I wouldn't care about nothing.
As long as as long as the 32 of your bosses are happy, that's all that matters, right?
I think I would argue that as long as 17 of the 32 are happy, you're all right.
So
that's the majority, correct?
I mean, I know someone said put something on there. I think it was Erickson on the Vance Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment line. I know it's a joke that Vince McMahon was the worst commissioner ever, but he doesn't care what people think. And if he's
laughing all the way to the bank every day.
And if you're Roger Goodell, do you care what people think? You're employed every year.
No, you probably don't. I mean, listen, he's building generational wealth for his family.
360,000 owners of the Packers like you. That's a pretty big swing. You got that on your side.
360.
Yeah.
I think it's more than that.
I think it's 366,742. I don't know. It's right around there. Give or take a few. I don't know who's bought it.
He's right 85% of the time.
75% of the time, it works all the time.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
All right. Speaking of the Super Bowl, and we talked yesterday when we were doing the prop bet, not a prop bet. What's the first Super Bowl you remember, T-Ray?
First Super Bowl, I remember Cowboys losing. I think Cowboys losing to the Steelers, I believe. And then the next one, I think they beat the Broncos, or was it vice versa? One of those two.
Is yours Surge Super Bowl 20?
Yeah. I barely remember that.
And the Cowboys-Steelers one that they lost was the one where the tight end dropped the ball. Staubach drove him down the field to win the game. And tight end.
That's like one of my first memories in life. Was Super Bowl 20.
Yeah, no, that
I remember it.
Jackie Slater was the tight end, by the way, who dropped the ball from Staubach, and Dallas would have beat the Steelers, and that would have been the first.
That I don't remember for like the next 5 years.
I think my first one is Super Bowl 18, and I believe the Raiders beat the Redskins. Jim Plunkett was the quarterback.
Yeah, Sergio, would you look that up, the 70s Super Bowl, so I can remember which one came first?
What's the best one you remember? Obviously, anyone that go.
My favorite one, Dallas's first of the three in the 90s. The one where Leon Lett had the chance to score the most points in a Super Bowl, and he got stripped at the goal. And that was still my favorite. Aikman was on fire, and it was, yeah, that would have been the 1992 Super Bowl. I think it was the 91-92 season.
91, 92.
Yeah, they won it 92, 93.
No.
And then 94
Redskins won it in 92.
They
were beat the Bills in 92.
89, 90 was the... I'm trying to remember how that goes. Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, Cowboys were 90,
season, 92.
Yeah, Cowboys were 93, 94.
It was on my 16th birthday.
And then 95 was the Niners, and then Dallas came back and won in 96. Mm-hmm. You're right.
So, obviously, the best one was Super Bowl 20.
Yeah, the 93. But it would have been the 92-93 Cowboys, the team that...
I will say the Super Bowl, the Patriots' first one was a very memorable one. I mean, 14-point underdogs, and they won. In the game before that, where the Rams beat the Titans, that one was pretty memorable as well. But my favorite one is Super Bowl 20. So
I remember Super Bowl 20. Yeah, that was great. But I remember Eagles Raiders very well. That would have been like 1980.
Yeah, was
I just remember that one because like my dad had partied the night before, and everybody was just laying around the house all hungover. And I had the TV on. Everybody else was taking a nap.
Well, I remember all four of the Bills.
Yeah.
The four consecutive losses.
Well, the one I didn't get to watch. I was gone. There was
a playoff game. The biggest comeback in playoff history was one of those seasons.
That was the Redskins over the... Wasn't it?
No, that was the Bills.
The Bills over the Warren
Oilers.
Moon and the Houston Oilers.
Yeah, and that would have been 91, I believe.
They were down 35-3 at halftime, came back and won 41-38.
That's in the playoffs.
Yeah, the playoffs. That would have been the Super Bowl they lost to the Redskins.
Yep.
To Mark Rippon's Redskins.
The second Super Bowl.
Yeah,
right?
The second.
They lost Giants, Redskins, Cowboys.
Yep. Correct, though.
Bobby, how you doing, buddy?
A little cold, but it's warm in here, so.
We got new mics.
Yeah.
I see that.
Pretty neat, huh?
Oh, they're all right.
It's a good question. Favorite Super Bowl commercial? Andy from the Natty.
Favorite Super Bowl commercial?
Yeah. Did we talk about this last week a little bit? Or in recent years?
Doesn't sound like his mic's working. Bobby, say something to that mic.
So, guys?
No.
Not yet. Did you turn it off, Jay?
I know, they're all on.
It's all on.
Okay.
We'll have to work on a commercial break.
Yep.
Give us a second, Bobby.
Speaking of commercial breaks.
Yeah, might as well take one now.
Might as well take one now.
Favorite commercial, real quick?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Oh, it had to be one of those Spuds McKenzie ones.
You're really dating we've been dating ourselves for 10 minutes.
The Budweiser Frogs was
I think the one where the frogs are riding the alligator.
Yeah. Is it like the second year they did that?
Yeah.
What about didn't the horses kick field goals and then
Yep.
the guy says wait till they go for 2 or something
Yeah.
like that? All right, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Going to break?
Yeah, let's take a quick break and check this microphone.
All right, Front Street Brewery, the oldest brew pub in the state of Iowa, is nestled beautifully along the bank of the mighty Mississippi. It's served the fine community of Davenport since 1992 with awesome beers on tap, such as the Davenport Gold, a satisfying American ale, the Wise Guy, their take on an instantly recognizable German wheat, or the Raging River, an English-inspired American IPA. Check out their Facebook page for food and drink specials. Also visit their webpage at www.frontstreetbrew.com. Right now, we're calling all bars and restaurants to get a hold of your local distributor and put some Front Street Brew on your tap lines or in your coolers today. That's Front Street Brewery, 208 East River Drive, or the tap room in the Freight House Complex.
This is Adam Rosso from Hawkeye Headquarters,
T-Ray.
and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Get your maximum refund and your taxes prepared for half the price with AmeriFund.
Talking that.
Working yet?
That's him.
What?
Yep. No.
Talk.
I'm talking. Nothing. No.
I can't hear.
No.
Keep in mind the mics are still hot. They can hear you on Facebook Live.
Okay, hold on.
Why is this?
Somehow he's not plugged in. Or is he not turned up? Which one is he guessed?
Yeah.
Right now? No.
Mm-mm.
No.
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 They can all hear us on Facebook Live, right?
Yes, they can.
All three, watching 4 people, 4 monkeys hump a football. 3. You're not jumping in on that.
Dang it, I don't know.
Is Goose over there?
I don't think anybody's here. No.
Well, when did we mix the 2 together? These used to be on the same one. We've got a minute and a half. Watch it, Bobby. We need to get down here.
Yeah, we did. They were split. Mine was split with Surge's. Follow his cord. Coming down out of here. There it is.
What the hell is this? Plugged in there. God damn. Plugged in up in here. All right, look out. We got 30 seconds. What the? Close, huh?
Baby, it's cold outside. Yep. I am super helpful, everybody, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta stay out of the way. Come back and use my mic.
Huh?
Come back and use my mic.
Yeah, do that for now until we take a look at another break because we're coming back in 6 seconds.
Don't hassle us. We're local on ESPN 93.5.
And we're back in the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. This is Don't Hassle Us Local here on ESPN 93.5. And for all of you on Facebook Live, you got a great little show. We're still trying to work through it. We'll figure this out. But the new mics are awesome, so.
3 out of the 4. Yeah, that's not too bad.
5% of the time, they work every time.
Yeah.
Now Surge is off.
All right, Bobby.
Oh, never mind.
First day with them, or?
Yeah, we just got them installed yesterday.
Oh.
So I don't know what's going on over there. But anyway, Bobby, how you doing, bud?
I'm good. Staying warm. Trying to.
Mm-hmm.
Had to drag myself out and get my car started to come over here for you guys, but
I appreciate that.
Thanks for not Metcalfing us.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I got to go against type sometimes.
I about did at the front door, but it's too cold.
I'll tell you what. When we told Koss the story about Quinn early, he thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So what's been going on? There's been a lot of cancellations.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, well, how busy have you been, or not busy?
Not as busy as usual. It's weird. Just a lot of games get called off. I mean, you look at like Davenport North girls basketball hasn't played since the 11th.
Wow.
I mean, they don't play tomorrow. They could end up trying to get 8 games in 9 days and finish out their schedule. So they'll be playing a Major League Baseball schedule here if the weather doesn't cooperate. So yeah, it's been a little weird. Just games getting called off and the weather sucks.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, the athletic directors have to be scrambling, and
no
you guys want to know too to get a schedule out, and they're trying just as hard as they can.
Yeah, I would not. I've always said, an Illinois athletic director in spring would be awful because you're trying to deal with a bunch of this for baseball, softball, and soccer, but and track. But I don't know. Right now, this has got to be pretty bad too. They're just trying to find anything they can.
I mean, Bobby, in your career, this is going to go down. I mean, you guys are going to sit around and talk. Remember about the winter of 2019? I mean, seriously, this is going to be one of the worst ever.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been in this business that long, but yeah, obviously this is pretty bad.
I mean, this is the worst in at least the last 20 years.
It's never come all at once. Usually it's spaced out, but it's been 3 straight weeks of snow, cold, and
then all of a sudden just bitter cold.
Yeah,
like
Antarctic cold.
Yeah, craziness. I think I read something. It's colder here than it was on Mars.
What?
I didn't read that one. I saw it was colder here than in Antarctica, though.
Yeah. So Jay, watch that. You're Martian now.
So
there was an article on the Quad City Times today about it basically explaining global warming, and I was just like, do they really have to write an article to explain to people that there is global warming? But it just may not feel like it right now. I mean boy. We may joke about
climate change.
I know.
Climate change.
I know.
Climate change.
We may joke about it, but I don't really think I need anyone to write an article. I mean, some people might need it because I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, you've got a lot going on in sectionals this week for wrestling.
Yeah,
and I mean, you're going to be moving, man.
Yeah, but I mean, wrestling's almost all Koss's business.
Okay.
I don't know if he's going to need me to. With all these cancellations, but yeah, it's gonna be a lot of basketball. I mean, in this week now too. You got postseason starting up in next week, but you've got a bunch of teams trying to fit in the rest of their regular season schedule. So in the next week and a half, 2 weeks. So
was that Koss last week that was breaking it down for us? Or was it Vasco yesterday? How Bettendorf is possibly could meet.
No, that was Roland. That was Roland.
Well, that was all right. Yeah, so Bettendorf could actually meet North Scott for the state title.
Yeah,
that's possible. Yeah,
that'd be so sweet
if it was like, and it depends on how the seeds come out though.
Right. Because
right now they would be a 2 and a 3 seed if the top 8 made it from there. So, yeah, and then we had Rothion yesterday. Storm's going down to Huntsville this weekend.
Yep, warm Huntsville.
Warm Huntsville, yeah. And then and we brought up that February 9th is Fight Cancer Night. February 6th, they're going to let everyone paint the ice.
Yep.
So that's really, really awesome. That's going to be fun for you. Superhero Night, Metcalf, who are you dressing up as?
I told you, it's either Iron Man or Batman. Those are the two.
Yeah.
Who wins in a fight?
Iron Man.
Thank you.
Why?
Why not?
He's got weapons.
So does Batman. He's got all those wonderful toys.
But he doesn't kill.
Yeah.
And Iron Man's covered by a suit of armor.
Yeah.
All right.
Iron Man went toe-to-toe with the Hulk.
It's true.
Come on.
All right. Whatever. I was thinking about this. Yesterday we played a game, prop bet, not a prop bet.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I know you like the games, the shenanigans that I do here.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this, and I want to know, I was listening to another podcast, and this guy said, I was watching the game with my friend Brady, and the guy had to say, Brady whatever, not Tom Brady.
Not Tom Brady.
And I was like, wait, hold on a second. Why would anyone think that you were just watching a game with Tom Brady? So I was wondering when you get to that level, when it's just a name and who you think of. And I think if you, by one name, I think majority of the time it would be I'll get to that part of it. But I just wrote out a list of names. And we're going to do word association.
All right.
So think of the first athlete when I give you a name, okay? So, for example, if I gave you the name Whiplash, you would say...
The monkey.
The cowboy monkey. There you go, see? You understand? All right. We'll just start...
Dale Earnhardt, but that's okay.
We'll just start real easy. We'll just go, if I said any athlete, if I said Troy.
Aikman.
Okay. If I said Eric.
Metcalf.
Dickerson.
Oh, you don't have a microphone? You could take mine. I guess we can't do that. Yeah.
Just yell it out, Serge.
Jay.
Foster.
Nah, that doesn't count.
Novacek.
Novacek. Okay.
Oh, Cutler.
Yeah.
I said Helgenberg.
Okay. Bobby.
Metcalf.
Bonilla.
Okay. So that's our first baseball player. All right.
Hold on, let me think. Bobby Bonds.
Okay.
God, I can't even think of one. Oh, or Hall. Bobby Hall.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Michael.
Jordan.
You said Vic? Okay.
I said Jordan.
Tom.
Brady.
Joe.
Montana.
Theismann. Okay. Chris.
Paul.
Collinsworth, but that's only because he's on TV all the frickin' time.
I say Everett.
John.
Elway.
Gruden count?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, probably Elway.
Jack.
Buck.
Wow.
Nicholas.
That's a good one.
Mike.
Ditka.
Yeah. Mike Ditka, yep.
All right. Interesting. Scott.
Linehan.
Frost.
Linehan.
Cowboys just fired him. I don't know why. It's the first one that popped in my head.
Pat.
Mahomes.
Sajak.
Sajak.
Game show T-Roy over here.
You know damn well it's Sajak. He's the most famous Pat of all time.
He's more famous than Angerer or Militich?
I'm sorry to Pat and Militich and Anger. I'm sorry to both of them. Sajak has them both, and they know it.
Still not an athlete.
Still not an athlete.
All right, he's not an athlete. See, then I'm torn. Militich probably, but Anger is right there. But what about Pat Summerall?
Well, yeah.
Say yours again.
I said Mahomes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But he's Patrick.
Yeah.
Pat Sajak. I'm sorry. I'll have to let Pat Militich beat me up for saying that, but it's Pat Sajak.
Yeah.
Tillman's good. Yeah, absolutely.
Cody.
White hair.
What are you doing to Surge, dude? That's just so mean. Cody Brunning. I grew up with Cody Brunning.
It's Parky.
I know. I'm saying Brunning all day. Cody Brunning, if you're listening, it's you, buddy.
Ben.
Foster.
Roethlisberger.
Kevin.
Nah.
Butler.
Okay.
Kuzmanov.
Namadunk.
Manamana.
Derek.
Fisher.
Jeter.
Derek.
He's a basketball player.
I was thinking
I know.
Derek Rose.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ray.
Gutnick.
Allen.
Shovlin.
Okay.
Lewis.
Yeah.
Matt.
Koss.
Hasselbeck.
Excuse me. Sean.
Michaels.
Alexander.
Yeah, T-Roy.
I like Alexander.
That's good too.
I'll fire right back with that. Alex.
Trebek.
I'm sorry. Stop doing that, T-Roy.
I'm saying the first name that comes to mind.
Smith.
Okay.
But okay, now take that and just think: is he an athlete first?
I know I can't do it, Serge. I'm throwing the first thing that comes out of my mouth. It's just popping in my head.
I guess we can't tell T-Roy yell the first thing that comes out of your mouth, but think about it first.
The think about, I want the filter to be an athlete.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just filtering, not swearing, Jay. Come on, man. Yeah. It's hard to do two things at once in your T-Roy.
Allen.
Iverson.
Yeah.
Bill.
Cosby. I mean, Parcells. Dang it, I'm sorry.
Belichick, but I guess Belichick.
Billy.
Ripken.
Jane King.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm loving this. This is fun, by the way.
Yeah, in case you're just tuning in, we're just doing a word association because I'm trying to see where you get to like a certain level where you're just the name and in the common ones that we're at. Greg.
Valentine.
Jennings.
Greg the Hammer Valentine, Jay. He's an athlete. He's not?
I'm not going to argue about wrestlers, but I mean, we can fill one in for every single one of these here. Wrestler.
I'm just saying what's coming to my head first.
Okay. What did you say, Bobby?
Jennings.
Okay. Will.
Smith. Hey, he is an athlete. He's a lineman for the Saints.
Will.
Will
the Thrill.
Yep.
I'll probably Will Clark.
There you go.
Yeah.
Andy.
Roddick.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say from the Natty, and I stopped myself.
Mm-hmm.
You still did.
I didn't.
Mark.
Grace.
Sanchez.
Kurt.
Warner.
Yeah.
Drew.
Breeze.
David.
Justice.
I almost said Hasselhoff, but he's not an athlete.
See? It's addictive.
David Boston.
Okay.
David Ortiz.
Darren.
Sproles.
Dalton.
Dan.
Patrick.
Marino.
Julian.
Edelman.
Van de Velde.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm betting O for our Quad Cityans.
Jeff.
Joniak.
Ryan.
Easter.
Ryan Easter?
I grew up with him.
Fitzpatrick.
Charlie.
Castlery or Castley? He's
Who'd you say? Charlie Hatch?
Charlie Batch.
Charlie Batch. I thought Charlie Whitehurst.
Is it Castlery?
I'm staying
the guy
right
that's
there.
going to be the GM for the Raiders. They pronounce that Castle. I can't say his last name.
James
Jones.
Harden.
Ferentz.
I can't believe you didn't say LeBron. I can't believe no one said LeBron.
Well, you said
It doesn't matter. I mean, what?
Okay.
If I,
that changes everything now.
Because you would have said.
I want to start over.
Well, because that. Yeah. I know you guys threw me off there. Chuck.
Not Block.
Huh? Long. Charles.
Barkley.
Yeah.
Pete.
Sampras.
Rose.
Ron.
Guidry.
Washington.
Josh.
Jackson.
Allen.
Greg.
Didn't you do Greg?
Did I do Greg already?
All right, I said Valentine. I got in trouble.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm on here twice. I'm almost at the end of my list. Barry.
Bonds.
Steve.
Young.
Alford.
All right. Now looking at this, when I did this, obviously, I mean, you say Michael, everyone's going to say Jordan, right? We said, and I said Mike, and somebody said Dick. I'm surprised no one said Mike Tyson. There's just, when I was talking about this thing, when you're using names, there's just certain names out there that it just automatically connects. The James one, I was way off, though. I thought everyone was going to not say Harden. They were going to say LeBron, and I was going to say, and my point is that.
Well, I just watched the Rockets game last night, so
Okay.
It's fresh in my head.
Yeah, but I mean, there are just certain names there, like you got,
and that's super responsible reporting by NBA TV when they said Harden and Davis going head to head.
And I would have
Davis didn't dress.
I would have put this at, and I bet you it was more. I was already going to put this at 70% of the names that you guys said were going to be football players. Why is that?
Most popular sport.
Is it because we know all the players because we all play fantasy football?
Most marketable.
A lot of
too.
it.
And majority of the guys that we said were offensive players.
Did we say a single defensive football player?
Did someone say Mike Singletary?
No.
I heard Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
And then the second biggest one would have been basketball, I thought. And then a little bit of baseball, and then you throw in some things like obviously game show host. But just when you get to that level.
When you give me a Pat and an Alex, man, you know that's Trebek and Sajak.
Because, I mean, you guys, you have Serge, you have T-Roy, and we brought this up before. The only reason I threw in Jaybird, I'm not really known by Jaybird except for by T-Roy, my buddy Shara. My wife will call me that.
Fato sometimes call you Bird.
Yeah.
You're either Bird or Jaybird.
Yeah.
To a certain small amount
But
of
I just, when you guys had nicknames, I wanted to put it on there.
It's still the crap band to me.
Yeah. So they, when do you get to just that name level? Like Joe, everyone said Montana. And Joe, you did say Theismann though. That was strange.
Papa Serge out there in the Vance Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment thread says there are more football players on the team, 53-man roster. That's a good point.
But still,
there's 11 on the field at a time. There's only 9 on baseball. Yeah, he's got
22 on the field at a time.
Well, I mean, per team.
Per team, right.
Yeah.
So baseball, there's
only 9, 10, really, if you count the batter or 10, how many people are running.
Exactly.
At the most, there's
basketball. There's
at
only
the most there's
14.
At
the same time, there's 30
I hear you.
total. So I get that.
The roster size has I see it, and probably a lot more.
And each, I think, Jay, when you said football was going to be the most dominant, I think it just kind of depends on what your favorite sport is. Like, what do you know the most about?
There was a lot of baseball, I thought. I don't know.
And most of the baseball players were older ones.
Yeah, for me.
Now, there's some that you can go by just the name. You have to say the full name. And Easter A's brought up one I was thinking of also. I didn't put it on there, but I was going to do Ozzie
Smith.
And when it comes to Ozzie Guillen, you almost have to say his full name.
Sure.
When you're referring to him.
Yeah.
You don't say, if you say Ozzie Smith. But there's some people you have to say their full name now.
Right. I agree.
That's just, so what I'm trying to figure out, like, when do you get to that level where it's just a one name, Allen Iverson, we all got that, but really people just call him Iverson.
Right.
So, I mean, Shaq doesn't go by his last name. It's Shaq. I just trying to figure out when you get to that level. Everyone knows who you're referring to. I mean, Mike, I want to be like Mike. Jordan has like Jordan, Michael, Mike. MJ.
Air.
His airness.
Right.
Sir Charles.
Yeah. Dr. J.
Oh.
I mean, how many nicknames?
My first favorite.
Who's got the most nicknames? Well, Apollo Creed's got the most nicknames, right?
And I get yelled at. I get yelled at for bringing up Sajak and Trebek.
Well, yes, rightfully so.
It's a regional thing too. I mean, you look at like baseball, Mike Trout. I mean, baseball does such a garbage job marketing the best player in baseball.
No, they're doing fine on Bryce, I think.
Why do you're just trying to make Easter A's mad when you say things like
do this in June and see if you get a different response.
I think Mike Trout is always going to be Mike Trout. I don't even think you say Trout. I think you say every time you refer to. Okay. You do it if you do it differently. I disagree. I think it's the most popular sport, fantasy wise. We all know the offensive names more than we know defensive players. That's what. Yeah.
I think Chip's got a point though. We right now have football on the brain. We've been watching football for the last 5 months. I think if you did this in the middle of baseball season, you might get a little different response. I mean, Chris, I may say Bryant instead of Collinsworth because I haven't seen Chris Collinsworth for.
I thought Chris Bryant when I was putting this together.
Weeks.
Who did I say?
I did not think Joe. I did not think Joe Mauer when I at all. So it might be a point, but if I said Joe, it's probably always going to be Montana. And if I say Dan, you're not going to say Gable. You're always going to say Marino. There's just certain. It's interesting because I mean, like I said, it just started from that whole thing where the guy was like said he's watching TV with Brady, and then he said he decided he had to like clarify it. Not Tom Brady. And I was like, yeah, all right. All right, we got to take a quick break, talk more with Bobby. Thanks for playing along, Bobby.
Always a blast. I love your games.
Do you want the latest in TV and security technology but don't know where to start? Call Done Right TV and Security Solutions, your DISC premier local retailer, and get started today. They'll take the guesswork out of choosing the latest in smart home technology with your budget in mind. DISH has been a leader in technology for years, and the Hopper Smart HD DVR interacts with your smart speaker to change channels, pause, and fast forward with just the sound of your voice. So sign up today and receive a Nest doorbell system free courtesy of Done Right. Call 866-84-RIGHT today and let Done Right provide local professional installation with personal service that is trusted by thousands of homeowners and businesses in the Quad Cities. Requires internet-connected Hopper and restrictions do apply. That's Done Right TV and Security, 866-84-RIGHT.
I'd give a rat's ass about Twitter.
This is Merrick Brave from SCW Pro, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Gobo Productions presents One Night of Queen. Since forming in 2002, Gary Mullen and the Works have performed to sellout audiences all over the world. And now they're back in the USA for a brand new tour. One Night of Queen is a spectacular live concert recreating the look, sound, and showmanship of arguably the greatest rock band of all time. You'll hear classic Queen numbers including We Will Rock You, Fat Bottom Girls, Another One Bites the Dust, Bohemian Rhapsody, and We Are the Champions. One Night of Queen, performed by Gary Mullen and the Works. This show will rock you.
Coming to the TaxSlayer Center March 24th. Tickets are on sale now at the TaxSlayer Center box office and Ticketmaster.com. Presented by Town Square Media.
It's agreed that it's cold outside, but there's a heat wave coming from the Carver Center on the campus of Augustana College. Exciting college basketball action hits the Carver Center court Wednesday as the women's squad welcomes Elmhurst. Tip-off is at 7. On Saturday, the other Vikings from North Park visit Rock Island for a women's and men's doubleheader. The women start at 5, followed by the league-leading Vikings men's game at 7. For more information, visit augustana.edu. Augustana College, a family-friendly front-row seat to big-time small college sports.
Hey, it's T-Roy from Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We've got your chance to win tickets to see two-time Grammy-nominated blues rock guitarist Joe Bonamassa, Thursday, March 7th at the Adler Theater. You can win your pair every day while we talk sports on Don't Hassle Us, We're Local between noon and 2. You can also register to win a pair by entering on the ESPN 93.5 app. Don't miss the Guitar Rock Fan of the Year, Joe Bonamassa, at the Adler Theater Thursday, March 7th. Tickets now on sale through Ticketmaster or the Adler Theater box office. Listen to win from Don't Hassle Us, We're Local and ESPN 93.5.
QuadHelpWanted.com presents the world's worst boss, the one who posts jobs on huge national job sites, looking for anyone with a pulse. We'll just call him Dave.
Oh, Lindsay, come in. Looks like little Nathan is fitting right in at the office.
He loves bringing your child to work, Dave.
How would he feel about a more long-term position at the company?
What do you mean?
Well, there's an opening in senior management. I think Nathan would be a perfect fit.
He's 6?
Well, HR wants me to find better candidates than those huge online job sites, and Nathan is local, so what do you say? Something in accounting, then? He looks like he's got a head for numbers.
He's in the first grade. He literally just learned subtraction.
Oh, good enough for me. I'll see you both here on Monday, 9 a.m. sharp.
But he has school on Monday?
Oh, school's overrated. I'm offering on-the-job training.
Don't be a Dave. Find your perfect local employee at QuadHelpWanted.com. Local jobs that work.
We don't discriminate against people named Dave. Dave is a common name, fun to say, and so we're using it as a catch-all for lackluster bosses everywhere. They post jobs on the big national job boards because they really don't care. Please do not write us to tell us you're a Dave who was insulted by this ad. That would be a real Dave move, Dave.
ESPN 93.5 is KJOC Bettendorf Quad Cities from the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studio.
Back in the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. This is Don't Hassle Us Local here on ESPN 93.5.
I feel like...
Say something, Bobby.
Is it working, guys?
Yay!
I feel like we're just back to old times.
It was just the volume wasn't turned up.
No.
It's still red, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Just back to old times, guys.
This is fun. I'll tell you what. This is my best part of the day.
Fixing problems?
Snapping necks and cashing checks, baby.
Yeah, I tell you what.
Bobby, how's it feel to have your own mic?
It's a lot better now. Now Serge can participate. And
Serge can play in the reindeer games.
I tell you what. We didn't create the rainy day. We just have the best umbrella.
I'll tell you what. You're dang right, Jay.
Good for us. Well, that's called teamwork, everybody. We got it fixed. Anyway, when we were off the air, the Advanced Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment line took on its own life of itself there, huh?
Yeah.
For what? Most underrated nicknames?
So I brought that one up. Not underrated. That was just my favorite underrated. I said your favorite nickname of all time. And I said my favorite underrated nickname of all time was Sean Lights Out Merriman. He's a linebacker, had a tattoo on his forearm. I think that is just one of the coolest, most intimidating things. And then Bobby and I were kind of talking about, like, we all know a lot of the 85 Bears ones because they did a whole video for the Super Bowl where they told their nicknames, explained a lot of them.
Like who?
Jay.
I don't.
Jay just wants to sing the Super Bowl Shuffle. Why don't you just sing it for us, Jay? How's it go?
No, it's all right. I don't.
You got Sweetness.
The
You got
Punky QB.
Mama's Boy Otis.
He's one of a kind.
Punky QB.
Speedy Willie.
He's real fast.
Yeah.
He likes
Samurai
running, but he
Mike.
loves to catch. He's stop him cold.
What about the kicker?
He didn't have one.
Oh.
Didn't need one.
Butthead.
Yeah. He didn't, but he
That
didn't.
wasn't in the video.
Matt Suey did not have a nickname. He wasn't in the video either. Gary Fensick, Mr. Clean.
No, Hitman.
No. Oh, yeah. They call me Hitman. He calls himself Mr. Clean.
It's okay.
Yeah. But he doesn't know what they mean.
What about Steve I Sure Can't Fuller?
Yeah. He runs like Pat. He runs like lightning. It's like thunder.
But, okay, so that was just an example of one where we know a lot of them that might not necessarily be their actual nicknames. A lot of it was for the video. But Magic Johnson, one of the best nicknames in sports of all time.
Magic's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're known by
When
your
you're known
nickname.
by your
When
nickname.
you go by
Yeah.
Magic.
Well, and Tiger.
Tigers.
Tiger. Yeah.
Tiger's
So
good.
that
I'd
kind
say Tiger and Magic are the two.
And those almost toe the line on that being that's just their name. I know,
that's how people know him, yeah.
Sure.
When you say Magic, you know
Right.
who you're talking about. When you
Sure.
say Tiger,
right,
do you not say Eldrick? No.
right.
Well, then,
Irvin?
So then some other good nicknames, not necessarily as strong as ones of those. You mentioned Karl Malone, the mailman.
Yeah.
Awesome one. Except Scottie Pippen debunked that one. Mailman doesn't deliver on Sundays.
what was Allen Iverson's?
AI.
The answer.
The answer.
The answer. Originally he wanted to be the garage door. I'm not lying to you.
The Babe. Easy Ray's brought that one up.
Because he was automatic. I'm not kidding you. He did say that in the interview. Call me the garage door because I'm automatic. No. Try
Absolutely
again.
not.
But not all garage doors are automatic.
Like there's other. Which ones are bad?
Well,
I didn't like the glove.
I think another one we're forgetting, Prime Time.
Prime Time, Neon Dion. Yep, that's one of the best ones.
Yeah,
Do you know this? He only wanted to be Prime Time in one of the two sports.
Football.
Correct. See, he wanted to be Dion or Neon Dion in baseball. He wanted to be Prime Time in football.
Yep.
Can't wait for that 30 for 30.
That's going to be great.
Some other ones here. Okay, so Easy Ray says Babe Ruth is number one.
Yeah.
Babe.
I'll put Babe up there.
He's got a lot.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The Big Unit was another one. Sweetness. No?
Yeah.
Those are some of the best ones that I can think of off the top of my head.
I mean, there was plenty for Ted Williams, the Splendid Splinter, the Sultan of SWAT.
Yeah. So,
Or
some
not
of those,
Sultan
some of
Swat,
those
that wasn't
guys,
him, that was Babe.
The Babe.
Why
Some of those
is-
guys have so many nicknames it takes away from one iconic nickname.
Right.
Like you're saying, Magic Johnson's that great example. Tiger Woods, that's what they're known by.
And Dr. J.
Other bad nicknames. Baby Jordan.
No, Harold Miner.
Baby Shaq.
Bad.
Yeah.
Like you're nicknaming somebody and you're not even using that person's nickname.
What other ones out there? Wait, why was Jack Nicklaus the Golden Bear?
Because he was blonde.
Well, the Shark.
How about the Golden Retriever?
Oh, I love
Knew
the
you were going to
shark.
say that. It's the second time that's gotten brought up today.
No,
I know.
You don't like the shark, huh?
not really, because he really wasn't a shark. He wasn't even known more for choking.
All right.
In the Masters, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't he? I don't.
Somebody
And
that
making
has a
out
lot,
with,
somebody that has a lot of nicknames here, but one great one, the Italian Stallion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just call him.
Yeah.
Hey, Rock.
Yeah, you're rock.
Oh, I call him.
Jay's like, well, I watched the movie Rock.
Oh, Fred McGriff. This is a good one.
Crime
Crime
Dog.
Dog.
Crime Dog. Awesome nickname.
Yeah, I think a lot of them just started getting nicknames too, because then they could make posters out of them.
Well,
Some stuck
Berman had
to
a lot to do with it.
Berman did.
Eric sleeping with
Chuck,
the enemy.
Chuck Liddell.
Well dressed Amani Toomer.
Yeah.
Know what
Those
Chuck
aren't
Liddell
nicknames.
is?
Those
Yeah,
are
Chuck Liddell. Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember his nickname.
The Iceman.
Oh, yeah.
that was George Gerving.
Yeah, it was George Gervin first.
Yeah. What? There's not. What's
The big
it?
fundamental.
What is the big fundamental?
Tim Duncan.
I thought. I did not know he had a nickname.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how vanilla plain he is.
Right.
Like, he could be vanilla envelope for all I care. He is the big fundamental.
Big fundamental.
That is so boring. That fits him.
Yeah. Great. One of the greatest power forwards of all time.
Let's just call him the
I
Mike
would say
drill.
the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
He's not even Tim. He's a Tim Duncan.
Or the big fundamental.
No, nobody calls him that. So in golf, there's Lefty, Tiger.
You guys are forgetting a huge one.
What?
The Big Ragu.
The Big Ragu from the Villanova?
Carmine.
Villanova?
No, Carmine from Laverne and Shirley.
Now, the Big Ragu, that's what they called the kid who came off the bench from Villanova.
Yeah, but he got it from Carmine from Laverne and Shirley.
Well, that's not what we're talking about.
Oh, we thought we were talking nicknames.
Big Poppy. The Big Hurt.
Poppy.
Big Poppy's a really good one.
By the way, he was the Big Cat before that.
No, that was Andre Scalaraga.
Yeah, so was he wanted to be called the Big Cat. There's actually like when he was with
Yeah,
the
it
Twins.
was
This
Andre
whole I
Scalaraga.
want to be called thing.
Yeah.
That goes back to Jay Money nicknaming himself. Like, you can't nickname yourself.
He didn't do that, did he?
I don't think
Yeah,
he
he
did.
did.
I'll tell you the one I always liked was the Hawk. Andre Dawson.
Andre Dawson.
Yeah.
Sean Kemp.
Sean Blemp.
Sean
Sean
Kemp.
was.
The Rain Man.
No.
What do you mean?
He was?
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
Golden Boy.
That's
De La Hoya.
yeah.
Oscar De La Hoya. Yeah.
There's not a lot for golfers, is there?
Oh,
Big
yeah.
Hurt.
Fuzzy
Shark.
Zeller.
Okay, you got me there, yeah. All right. Do NASCAR drivers get nicknames?
Oh, yeah.
Like Whiplash.
Where's Easer A's at? What's the nickname for the Rainbow Warrior?
And don't tell me Shake and Bake or anything like that.
Earnhardt was the Intimidator, right?
Yeah, the Intimidator, yeah.
Bake.
The King, Richard Petty, man.
Yeah.
That's the greatest racer of all time.
Yeah,
Take
you're right,
that,
Jeff.
Easer A's.
You're right,
Good
Jeff
ones
Gordon,
out
the
here.
Rainbow Warrior. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stocking throughout there, Sparky Anderson. Umpires refuse to call a grown man Sparky.
Okay.
That's kind of funny. The Minister of Defense, Reggie White.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Shoeless Joe. Big Baby Davis, that was also Baby Shaq. So Glenn Big Baby Davis. I didn't like that one personally, but that's just me.
Cinderella Man.
Megatron.
Why would you want to be called Sparky? That's like very like passive aggressive. If another man was like, yeah, no problem, Sparky, to me, I'd be like, what?
Right. But if that's what your dad called you when you were a kid and you've always gone by Sparky, you know, maybe a
Or
situation like
nobody
that.
called Jay Sparky. He's gonna fire off at you, man.
Dude, if he's mad at me, I'm coming right at him.
He's all mad. Hey, just calm down, Sparky.
Serge, I think you meant to say
He's gonna
Hey,
lose.
Jay, what do you call a dog with no hind legs and steel balls?
Sparky.
Sparky.
Serge, I think you meant to say Legatron, by the way, when you're throwing it in there.
Legatron?
Legatron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They threw out the Black Mamba or Kobe.
Yeah.
Didn't he name himself that?
I think so.
The White Mamba.
What was
Who's the
Pippin's?
White Mamba?
Isn't that Brian Scalabrine?
No, I thought somebody else was the White Mamba.
These are no. Yeah, we need to stop with the nickname.
No, why? This is great.
You make your fake name up when you become a professional wrestler. You can't just turn around and say, "Call me."
Right. See, I agree. You can't just say, "Call me this."
It's like Melvin Upton every year goes between Melvin and BJ Upton every year, and then all of a sudden, sometimes they're like, "Oh, the entire time you were saying my name wrong, pronouncing it." So
yeah.
Well, who was the one who came out? The baseball player who said was it a Danny,
Joey Bell?
Well, no, there was a Danny Hechevarria who came out to like this year and said, "No, my name's actually pronounced Danny Hechevarria or something like that."
Like Steve Dieterman says that Shaq came up with the big fundamental.
He called.
Yeah, Shaq did come up with a bunch of nicknames, if I remember. Yeah.
Yep. The Bob Father out there. Sugar Ray. D-Rex listening. Clyde
D-Rex
the
is a
Glide.
good one. That's a good nickname.
Yeah, Clyde the
Clyde the
Glide,
Glide's
yeah.
good. What was Dominique, the human highlight film?
Yeah, human highlight reel.
The Admiral.
The Admiral's good.
David Robinson, yep. There's so many comments on
Charlie
there.
Hustle?
I apologize
Hustle,
out there to the people on the
Vans
Pizza
Pizza
Public Grill comment thread. There's so many good comments. We're gonna have to go back and read all of these. There's some ones I've already missed. Tony Stewart was Smoke. Jeff Gordon was the Rainbow Warrior. There
Yeah,
you go.
we said that one earlier.
Okay.
You guys can call me LB from now on.
No.
Yep.
The Pounder.
Yep. Pound for pound, the toughest guy you'll ever meet.
Jeez.
Man, Sparky's angry.
I don't. Yeah. Lighten up, Francis.
Look at old Coco the monkey giving it to Sparky.
That's how bad it sounds when you say like, "Oh, here's my nickname," when you just tell somebody. That's how bad it sounds.
There's one on the wall right behind T-Roy.
My name's Francis Sawyer. My friends call me Psycho.
The juice? The juice is awesome.
Juice.
I tell you what.
And it was so
You
perfect that he got in trouble too, because it was let the juice loose.
You guys think this is all a game or whatever else. I know he's not a good person, but I made my wife over the weekend because they were, again, back to Kato Kalin because we watched Celebrity Big Brother. And Soph was trying to ask why Kato Kalin is a celebrity, and Tiff said he was like roommates with a bad man. And I was like, hey, easy. He was found not guilty by his peers. Like, don't put these thoughts into Soph's mind.
Yeah, that civil trial meant nothing, huh?
Well, it did. But I mean,
Jay.
It's like, don't do this. Yeah. The juice is a good one.
Michael Jackson never got found guilty either.
Let's not get into like political debates here.
I'm just saying, Michael Jackson.
If we're talking nicknames,
they went into his house and started taking things out. They found the private room. Okay.
I'm gonna go back to talking about sports nicknames.
Yeah.
What about the exception?
Exception's
Oh
good.
yeah. What about stunning?
Yeah. Well, those are that just went a different way than from when I started this whole thing.
Well, what about Mr. Number Wonderful?
Mr. Wonderful, Mr. Perfect was good.
Yeah, I like Paul Orndorff better.
Oh, well, I agree to disagree. But
Mr. October, Mr. November.
Yeah.
All right, Bobby. So
Sparky's over it.
Just don't. Let's not.
You're gonna get yourself in trouble. Not
Let's
me.
not. All right, Bobby. Do you know anywhere where you're gonna be, or do you just wait this out?
I just wait it out. Right now, I plan to be. I might go check out North playing Burlington, the first game in 20-something days tomorrow, if they play it. If not, probably PV and North on Friday, if they play it. Saturday, I think West Bettendorf is playing a makeup game. No, West PV is playing a makeup game on Saturday, if they play it. It's just going to be a bunch of who knows. So,
all right, well, appreciate you coming in on this cold day and with the nonsense with us.
By the way, I heard some of you guys were talking before I got in here.
Yeah.
Gary Bettman, worst commissioner in sports.
Okay.
All right.
I've never seen anybody do more to try and hurt the sport. Like getting rid of, you can't say the NHL players can't go play in the Olympics. He's just.
That's fair. I agree with that. That's fair.
Yeah, because hockey's kind of, that it's that fourth sport that people kind of forget about.
It's
and you're absolutely right.
It's getting fringer, I think.
Yeah,
I didn't even realize the All-Star games
because
this
of things
weekend.
like that, though.
Yeah.
I'd say hockey had its heyday more in like the early 90s. You know what I mean? When you had Mario Lemieux, you had Jaromir Jagr.
Speaking of nicknames, the great one.
There you go.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, Bobby, thank you very much. For playing along in dealing with our shenanigans. Follow Bobby on Twitter at BobbyMetcalf88. And again, we'll see you next week, Bobby. I hope you're not too busy.
Hope it warms up. That's all I care about right now.
That's right.
It'll be warm for the Super Bowl. All right, if you're looking for a friends and family getaway or a friends and family group vacation or a romantic retreat for two, or you simply need a travel professional to help you plan that perfect destination wedding, Throne Travel is here to help you. Let Throne Travel get started in your next vacation today. They firmly believe that travel is the best therapy you can purchase. They provide the highest quality of service, customizing the perfect vacation experience, utilizing their expansive resources and contacts within the travel industry. So why don't you give Janelle a call at 563-323-0889 or check out Throne Travel on Facebook. Once again, that's Janelle, 563-323-0889. Throne Travel, make all your travel dreams come true.
I messed that up.
This is Adam Rosso from Hawkeye Headquarters, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
I wanna be a cowboy, and you can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy, and you can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy.
Hey, this is Goose, PA announcer for the Quad City Storm, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Do it again, a little more heart.
When storm damage hits, All Major Restoration is your insurance claim specialist. Loose or missing shingles, dented siding, or damaged windows, All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities works with your insurance company to make the process quick and easy. The insurance company have people fighting for them. Let All Major Restorations work for you. When storm damage hits, think All Major Restorations. Residential, commercial, and industrial. Storm damage estimates are always free. All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities. 563 863-322-0060.
Hey, it's T-Roy from Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We've got your chance to win tickets to see two-time Grammy-nominated blues rock guitarist Joe Bonamassa, Thursday, March 7th at the Adler Theater. You can win your pair every day while we talk sports on Don't Hassle Us, We're Local between noon and 2. You can also register to win a pair by entering on the ESPN 93.5 app. Don't miss the Guitar Rock Fan of the Year, Joe Bonamassa, at the Adler Theater Thursday, March 7th. Tickets now on sale through Ticketmaster or the Adler Theater box office. Listen to win from Don't Hassle Us, We're Local and ESPN 93.5.
Get more with McGrath.
If you have been losing sleep at night over the state of your current vehicle, listen up. During Moonlight Madness at the McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport, you've got 4 big days to save more on the used vehicle you want. Now through Thursday night only, used SUVs starting at $89.88. Plus, Iowa's best used truck selection, F-150s, Rams, Sierras, and Silverados, priced from $10,988 during Moonlight Madness at the McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport. If credit's a concern, McGrath has more new finance sources available to make it happen for you during this special event. Over 2,500 pre-owned vehicles specially priced during the 4-day Moonlight Madness sale. Ends Thursday night at the McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport, 4618 North Brady Street in beautiful Davenport. Get more Moonlight Madness specials when you log on McGrathAuto.com.
What you're looking for is a great experience finding designer fashions in a fun environment. Grace Boutique in Bettendorf is here to make you feel welcome. Whether you're shopping for upscale fashions, business clothes, or the perfect outfit for a night on the town, Grace Boutique will make shopping easy and fun. Looking stylish can make your whole day better. Find an eye-catching, intoxicating look that gives you the striking style that you desire. They also offer private parties, fashion consultations, and more with new merchandise weekly. Grace Boutique, 53rd Avenue, Bettendorf.
Now, back to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
Welcome back to the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Done Right Satellite and Dish. This is Don't Hassle Us, We're Local here on ESPN 93.5. And Jay, we're going to have to hold off giving away those tickets for the guitars, being that we don't have anybody at the front desk today.
So no Joe Bonamassa tickets today.
We'll give away 2 sets tomorrow.
Yes, but you can still register on the app. Go to the ESPN app,
right?
ESPN935.com.
So yeah, I read that ad yesterday, and I think I just heard it out there. So just to clarify with everybody, office is shut down here today at the studio, so we'll be handing out a couple sets tomorrow to make up for it. And there it is. There's the sound that everybody's waiting for. It's Hassle Streak time. Get in on the gambling action yourself. Go to mybookie.com to start your account and place your own bets. They've been in business for years, have great reviews online, and the mobile site's easy to use. Not to mention they have in-game live betting and the most rewarding player perks in the business. Plus, you can even bet the over-under on how many fantasy points players score each game. So lay down the cash and win big today. You win, they pay. That's the MyBookie way. And don't forget, when you're there at mybookie.com, use our promo code QCHassle when you create your account to help you activate the bonuses. Jay-Bird, you're still streaking, so what do you got, brother?
That's right. The Tennessee Volunteers covered for me last night. So I'm going to take Minnesota Gophers
Great call.
minus 6.5 against Illinois tonight.
And Jay,
on the Big Ten Network.
I forgot to mention when we were coming back from break.
What's that?
We have Tom Kaker.
Yep.
From
Tom
Hawkeye Report.
Hi, guys.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, Tom?
I feel like it's been forever.
Doesn't Triple H have the most nicknames?
The Game, the King of Kings,
Cerebral
Assassin.
And I feel like there's even one more.
I'm sure there is. Well, Triple H is a nickname.
Triple H.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
Hey, by the way, speaking of wrestling, Matt Randaz was doing a story with talked to Seth Rollins last night.
Oh, really?
Down at Black and Brave. So he's going to have something tonight, is what he told me. So fans, turn into WQAD tonight if you want to see the Royal Rumble winner.
The Royal Rumble winner from Davenport.
Yes.
So, yeah, no, that was... Did you guys have fun?
I didn't. We watched it together. Yeah. But we had a good time.
Yeah.
I didn't win any money.
No. He said that you guys had a good time. He enjoyed watching the Royal Rumble and everything, but complained about the weather. He had to call in on Monday.
Yeah. Well, he's soft.
Yeah. Then the next week, we've got Hulkamania 8. Pat Angerer and Steve Manders, the Corn Belt Cowboy, are going to defend their their SCW Tag Team titles against Vicious and Delicious.
I'll be there.
Yeah, we're going to go up there. We're going to put it on YouTube again. Right. So Facebook Live it and all that fun stuff, but we got to make sure our internet is better than it was the first time.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going up there?
I'll be there.
All right.
I can't wait for Pat to turn heel. It's going to be great.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if we fan book this out, I could stretch it out.
He's too much of a baby face.
You know what? Last night
he's too much of a baby face.
With Dean Ambrose leaving WWE, he volunteered to become the third member of the Shield.
Oh well, I thought that was like clickbait. So his contract's coming up in April.
Yeah, he's leaving apparently. That was our text chain last night.
He's going off to AEW.
I don't know.
That's probably where he's headed. All right.
Enough wrestling.
Nah. Yeah, we could do this all night.
Yeah.
What's going on with the Hawkeyes?
Basketball wise, not well the last two games, but it was really a case of 40 minutes between two games of what I would call bad basketball. Second half against Michigan State and the first half against Minnesota they looked a lot like last year's team. Gave up 106 points. Michigan State game had that long stretch where they couldn't score and they were giving up buckets. Those were warning signs. But having said that, the first half of the Michigan State game, I thought they played maybe their best defensive half of the year, considering the quality of the opponent. Created 9 turnovers against a very good Michigan State team. Held them to 31 points. But they as bad as they were in the first half against Minnesota, they almost put themselves in a position to steal one up in the barn if Tyler Cook plays under control a little bit more there and doesn't just take it and go. I think he would have get a good shot there, cut it to 2. You've got a chance with a minute left. But, ifs and buts.
I mean, here it is, though. I mean, you lose to one of the top 5 teams in the nation at home. That's not anything to be sad about. No. And you lose on the road in the Big Ten, which is a very strong and tough Big Ten.
Yeah.
And it's nothing to hang your head about.
No,
I mean,
that's
the thing. And we have a game coming up against Michigan. Listen, if they can pull this upset off and beat Michigan, that you forget about the last 2 losses like they never even happened.
Yeah, and we knew that after that 5-game win streak that this 4-game stretch was going to be very tough for them.
Yeah.
When you've got Michigan and Michigan State, 2 of the top 10 teams in the country. I don't think anybody's going to argue with you that they're not both top 10 teams. And you go on the road to Minnesota, big rivalry game, and Minnesota's always going to be ready for that one. And then you wrap it up at the end of it. Next Thursday, you go to Indiana, which is always a tough place to play, but Indiana is struggling right now, really bad struggles. So, and they don't have a very deep bench at this point either. So
I think I was reading something about Indiana. Like a lot of people were mad that they kind of pushed Crean out of town. Is that kind of what you're hearing?
No, I think that was just never going to work out. Once it goes bad, it just goes bad down there. They eat their own down there. Because their expectation, it's like Nebraska football. It's if you're not one of their own, and if you're not winning national titles, they think that it's a complete failure. So, Nebraska
long time removed from Bobby Knight.
Yeah, they just think Coach Knight level is going to be there forever, and they forget that towards the end of Knight's tenure, he was not doing as well. But they're going to run everybody out of there eventually. Again. I like Archie Miller, but he's just, the Davis kid has not been healthy. Romeo Langford has been good at times, but he's struggled shooting the ball right now. And they just don't have a lot of size. They've got Juwan Morgan, and that's pretty much it in the middle. And You got to have bigs in the Big Ten to be successful, and they just don't have that right now. So they'll have, I always thought if they could go 1-3 in this 4-game stretch, that would be good. A positive. Anything beyond that was gravy. But then after that, you've got Northwestern. You go to Rutgers. You get Maryland and Indiana in Iowa City. There's a good chance you could go 4-0 in that stretch, and then everybody's feeling good again, and then everybody's on the bandwagon. It's just there's a scar tissue with Fran because other than really 1 year when he kind of really got it turned around with the Woodbury Gazelle group was there, Marble,
right?
Now those guys, all but one of those years, he's had some struggles in February, late January, February, where the team has kind of gone south. Whitey's senior year, they went on a tear the last 6 games and won all 6 of them, but they've had, losing 4 of 6 kind of stretches late. So I think that's the scar tissue that people are dealing with, but they have to understand none of those guys are on this team really, other than, maybe you could count Nicholas Baer, who's been through some of those things. But other than that, these other guys have been there. So it's, I think they'll be okay. I think the schedule is set up that they're going to get to 10-10 at least. And that'll be fine, and that'll get them in the tournament, probably 6, 7, 8 seed, something like that, and then you just go from there. And then people complain that if they get an 8 seed, why can't they get something better than that? It is what it is. It's a tournament. You got to play everybody.
Yeah. You said the schedule's setting up for them, but do you see any type of run in the tournament? Like in the Big Ten?
In the Big Ten tournament, it's going to depend on matchups. Mm-hmm. I would probably I think every team is probably going to look to avoid having to play Michigan or Michigan State on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to probably be the 1 and 2 seeds in the Big Ten tournament. So you want to keep out of that 8-9, 7-10 game on Thursday, so you don't have to face those guys.
Where's the tournament at?
Chicago.
They moved it back.
Yeah. This year, Chicago, then Indy, then Chicago, then Indy, and I don't know what they're going to do after that. There's some
supposed
talk.
to go to D.C.?
Maybe. There might be some.
Wasn't last year Madison Square Garden?
Last year was in the Garden when they had to end the season a week early.
Yeah, any East Coast is pretty much dumb.
And the Garden's not going to be available either because the Big East signed another 10-year deal, so it's just not going to happen. I think it was.
Well, that's good because we're not the East.
Well, I know, but Big Ten has an office in New York City, and they want to cater to that area a little bit. And it was pretty cool playing there.
What? So they can get more Philly T-Roy going on?
Well, so they can.
I want my kid. My kid grew up in Philly, and I wanted to play for Rutgers.
Well, so they can. So they can attract. That's where the advertisers are.
I know, Tom. I just don't like it.
I know, but
just don't like it.
The Big Ten Network is a financial boon for them. They're making money off of that, so they're going to try and make more money and sell their advertising time.
Did you get to go to when it was at Madison Square Garden?
Yeah.
Did you like it out there?
Yeah, I've been to. I covered the games when they played in the NIT in the Garden as well, and that was pretty cool. Covering a game courtside, at the Garden, it's pretty cool.
That is pretty neat.
Spike Lee seats, just sitting there covering the game.
Were you like daydreaming that Jordan was talking smack to you?
No, but it's just cool to walk in that. I've been fortunate to go in that arena. I think 4 times now, and 3 or 4 times, and it's been pretty cool. I was there for
we had some NIT matches there, right?
Well, yeah, they had the NIT semifinals and finals, and then wrestling was there when Iowa was playing in Brooklyn. So I got a credential for the wrestling finals too. So I went to the wrestling finals at the Garden as well, and that was really cool.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, so we went over there on I think like a Friday night or something, and took the train over and hung out at MSG and watched some wrestling for a few hours.
Do you cover a lot on the road basketball games?
Not as much as I would like.
Okay, not like you do for football.
No, it's just even the upcoming games. I mean, I went up to Northwestern. I'll probably go up to Wisconsin. I would go to Illinois if they were playing there. I thought about going up to Minnesota, but then with the weather forecast, I was like, no.
Yeah.
I'll be stuck up there for like 3 more days. So bagged on that one about midweek. But if it's drivable, Purdue was one I would have liked to have gone to, but I'd just gotten back from, in fact, I had a credential to go to Purdue, but I'd just gotten back from Tampa. And then the next day I would have been taken off to go to Purdue.
Is the Garden the best place you've covered to watch the Iowa play that's not at Carver?
Basketball-wise, yeah. So cool.
What are the eats like?
In New York City?
Yeah. What did you find?
Oh my gosh! There's this place, John's on 7th, I think.
Michael Scott.
We went to eat at.
Sabaro.
It was a place
Food court
that Tony Soprano. They actually filmed a Tony Sopranos episode in there where Tony pistol whipped a guy in the place.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it was very exciting for me.
Well, that's cool.
And it was authentic Italian. It was great. Kind of went to some place in Hell's Kitchen area that was really good. Another Italian place. If you want good Italian food, just nuts.
Is it now? You said you've gone.
Olive
Obviously,
Garden.
you've gone up to Minneapolis quite a bit. Anything in Minnesota worth eating up there in that state?
We went to this place last time. I always hook up with my Minnesota friends, and things didn't really go as smoothly. We went to this Russian place. On the I can't remember the name of the place, but it was a Russian place. And I'm not a fan of Russian food. It's just way too bland.
Yeah.
So
can't trust them Russians, right, Jay?
Right.
I always find
Russian
a
food.
fairly good meal. And if
Jay
you
and I
ever
went
go
to a place up there that had a Scotch egg. You ever had a Scotch egg?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scotch eggs are awesome.
so good. So it's a hard-boiled egg, and then they batter it or whatever,
You do,
bread
you
it,
do a
and then you
soft-boiled or medium-boiled one, too.
Yeah, you wrap it in sausage, and then you batter it or bread it or whatever you want to say, and then you drop it and you fry it from there.
Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum.
It's good, huh? You're hungry. Oh, man. You're always hungry, aren't you?
I just love food, man. Food and sports.
Before we go to break, Tom, from the Vans Pizza Pub Grill Facebook comment line, what's your favorite sports nickname? Who's got the best?
Oh, Pistol Pete Maravich.
That's a
There
good
you
one.
go. That's one we didn't bring up either.
He's my all-time favorite player.
Well, I don't think I used the name Pete either.
You did.
Oh, you said Sampras. Yeah. He's your all-time favorite player?
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a quick break, and we'll have more with Tom Kaker from Hawkeye Report.
All right, everybody, want to remind you about Pints, the premier spot for craft draft beer and superb cocktails, located at 5268 Utica Ridge Road on the border of Davenport and Bettendorf. It's a perfect location for people out on the town, grab some drinks before the movies or after dinner on a date night, or just stop by any day of the week to enjoy their happy hour or any of their 7 daily specials. And don't forget, every Sunday is Sunday Fun Day, the best there is, was, and ever will be, featuring $3 you call it. And then after that, at 8 o'clock, we have Gong Show Karaoke. It'll be after the Super Bowl this week. But hey, either way, come in and check out our friend Scott Stowe. Get gonged, get a shot. If not, try to win $50 in house cash. That's Pints, 5268 Utica Ridge Road in Davenport.
This is Bobby Metcalf from the Quad City Times, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Criticism where? From where?
Outside. Noise.
From where?
Twitter, radio.
Yeah. Oh, I'd give a rat's ass about Twitter. It's a platform for people that are sitting home drawing an unemployment check, sitting in front of a
Now, back to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Get more with McGrath.
If you have been losing sleep at night over the state of your current vehicle, listen up. During Moonlight Madness at the McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport, you've got 4 big days to save more on the used vehicle you want. Now through Thursday night only, used SUVs starting at $89.88. Plus, Iowa's best used truck selection, F-150s, Rams, Sierras, and Silverados, priced from $10,988 during Moonlight Madness at the McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport. If credit's a concern, McGrath has more new finance sources available to to make it happen for you during this special event. Over 2,500 pre-owned vehicles specially priced during the 4-day Moonlight Madness sale. Ends Thursday night at the McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport, 4618 North Brady Street in beautiful Davenport. Get more Moonlight Madness specials when you log on McGrathAuto.com.
Sheedy Family Chiropractic is your choice for chiropractic care in the Quad Cities. From little leaguers to high school athletes and the weekend warriors, treating new injuries, muscle or joint problems, and chronic pain, we are committed to providing cost-effective care for your family's needs. Same-day appointments available most days for new patients and always $20 sports physicals. Sheedy Family Chiropractic, getting you back to work, play, and life. Call today or find us online at sheedychiro.com. That's SHEEDY Chiro.com.
Hey, it's T-Roy from Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We've got your chance to win tickets to see two-time Grammy-nominated blues rock guitarist Joe Bonamassa, Thursday, March 7th at the Adler Theater. You can win your pair every day while we talk sports on Don't Hassle Us, We're Local between noon and 2. You can also register to win a pair by entering on the ESPN 93.5 app. Don't miss the Guitar Rock Fin of the Year, Joe Bonamassa, at the Adler Theater Thursday, March 7th. Tickets now on sale through Ticketmaster or the Adler Theater box office. Listen to win from Don't Hassle Us, We're Local and ESPN 93.5.
Ooh, it's getting colder outside.
Yeah, it's definitely hoodie season.
Right? Did you hear about the huge hoodie deal that QC Custom Tees has?
No, what's going on?
My boss just ordered us hoodies and was telling us all about it. You order 25 hoodies with a one-color logo for $25 each, and you get 25 t-shirts absolutely free. It's now through the end of January.
Oh, that's incredible.
I know, right? Plus, when you order 50 hoodies, you get the 25 t-shirts and 25 long-sleeve shirts, too.
Now, how is that even possible?
It gets better. If you buy 125 hoodies, you get the t-shirts, the long-sleeve t-shirts, and 25 crew neck sweatshirts on top of it.
I'm getting warmer just thinking about it.
If you need screen printing, embroidery, banners, promo products, or anything else custom printed, why not go to QC Custom Tees and More, where they will do whatever it takes to make you happy. Check them out on Facebook or on their website, qccustomtees.com.
Now, back to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Welcome back to the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Done Right Satellite and Dish. This is Don't Hassle Us, We're Local here on ESPN 93.5. Still have Tom Kickert in studio from Hawkeye Report. So, buddy, you're not worried about the Hawkeyes then, really, from what I'm getting.
Not yet.
Yeah.
No.
There's no time to push the panic button.
I would have worried if I would worry if they get into that next 4 games and they lost 2 of those, then I would get worried. I would worry if they go down to Indiana and get blown out because I don't think Indiana's playing very well. I'm picking Iowa to win on Friday.
All right.
Calling my shot.
Hey, want to thank you for sending Chuck Long our way.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That was
awesome.
Very, very nice of you to
You
do
guys
that.
had a good time, huh?
Yeah, he was great.
So I got to go get him up front. He was waiting up front, and I'm like, hey, I met him once before, like a long time ago.
I got to open the door for him.
Yeah.
He's a legend.
But I'm walking down the hallway. I'm like, dude, in 8th grade, man, you were.
But like you said,
Yeah.
when you were growing up, that was the epitome of Iowa football.
Like I'm literally walking down the hall with him. I'm like, by the way, I said the Heisman Trophy. I said I had no idea who Bo Jackson was at the time. I didn't know.
Who
he might
Chuck
as well have
Long
been
was
somebody
until
else.
6 years ago.
Speaking of a nickname, Bo.
Yeah.
Vincent Edward.
Yeah. You remember why?
No, I forget.
No, I don't.
Because all of his siblings said he was built so stout and so stocky, he was like a bow hog.
Well, there you go.
No, there you have it. I don't even know what a bow hog is.
Boar.
All right.
Isn't Primetime one of the best ones?
Yeah. Absolutely. What do you got for a score on Friday night?
You know, I haven't gotten that far. I'm going to think. I think I'll probably go like 71-69, something like that. I think it'll be low scoring. Right now, Michigan, per the KenPom.com rankings and rating system, which I'm kind of sort of like my thing to go to because I think it's pretty good. Michigan's number one defensive efficiency team in the country.
Really?
So, and that's adjusted defensive efficiency, which is if they played 100 possessions and it's factoring in the opponent, they would give up 83.8, and Iowa's up to 100.8 on that scale. Iowa has one of the most efficient offenses in the country right now, adjusted offensive efficiency. They're number 8 in the country. So scoring's not the problem. It's I always looked at the defensive efficiency. They were way up there. They were the second worst in terms of power conference teams last year, and they've improved it. But I always felt like you got to get into being the top 100 in that category to really be a better team that's going to for sure make the NCAA tournament. And they were in the 80s last week, and now they're 126 in the country. So they've got to get that back going the right direction. Just 2 bad games where they gave up high field goal percentage really changed everything.
Erickson on the Vance Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment line asks who's Iowa's best defensive player right now.
Ooh, good question. Boy. Might say Nicholas Bear.
The Bear Cage?
The Bear Cage.
Love it. That's a good nickname.
Yeah, did I ever tell that story, how he got the nickname? Yeah, it's a great story.
This weekend is the Super Bowl, obviously.
Yeah. Got 6 Iowa players on combined on the 2 rosters, but only probably 2 of them will play because James Ferentz has been inactive for all the other ones, and then the practice squad guys are the other 3.
Yeah, Blythe starting offensive line for...
Yeah, starting guard. Adrian Claiborne will be at defensive end for the Pats. And then you've got James Ferentz as a reserve center who will probably not be in uniform. He's usually inactive. They have Cole Croston and Rylan McCarron, who is injured actually, but still on the practice squad reserve. And Henry Kriegel-Kobel, George Kittle's cousin, is a practice squad guy for the Rams.
I'll tell you what, Kittle had a lot of fun at the Pro Bowl, huh?
Kittle is, you know what? He is the definition of living your best life right now.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
He's
and
just
making the most of it too.
Embraced it. It's so. I go back with him to the day he committed, and we're trying to hunt him down to talk to him because he basically got offered the day of signing day in February, and trying to track him down, and then just getting to know him over the years. And yeah, he's fun, but he was always kind of careful, but as you got to know him a little bit more and hang out with him a little bit, you could tell this was coming. If he had any success, he was gonna make the most of it. I mean, he's down at the Super Bowl this week, doing stuff for Skittles. Kittle Skittles.
Yeah,
he's got like a deal with them, so he's going around just doing his. He is living his best life.
Taste the rainbow.
It's so funny because some of my family lives out in the Bay Area. They're all big 49ers fans. And they asked me, well, what are you getting with Beathard? And who's this Kittle guy? And then now all they want to do is text me about George. And I was like, yeah, I saw George at the basketball game a couple weeks ago. You did? Wow, did you talk to him? And I'm like, yeah, of course I talked to him.
I'm Tom Caker, duh.
Is there anything, now that the signing day's coming up, Easer A's is asking, is there anything on the recruiting?
That's a good question. I just wrote something about that this morning in a little mini column that this is as kind of, unknown, crazy, kind of dark unknown that unsure going into a February signing day as I've ever had. Mainly because the December signing period's new, and I think everybody's kind of adjusted to it that, 85% of the kids that we're going to sign are signed in December, and that other part is being over-recruited to the millionth degree this year. So you don't have a lot of prospects out there, for one. And then you throw in the transfers and the transfer portal and everything, and that's getting picked over. Usually going into this final weekend, we have a pretty good idea of A, who's coming on campus, and B, who's probably going to commit. And this year, it's like we're flying blind.
Wow.
And they just offered the cornerback from Montini, the Chicago area Catholic powerhouse, Jeremiah Harris, he has just gotten an offer today. We figured today would be kind of moving day, where they've been kind of poking around on a lot of different guys, and they got to offer him and get him on an official visit this weekend. So I suspect he's going to commit. He's kind of a defensive back. He might fit into that star position too that I think Phil Parker wants to recruit to. Now we'll see if Kirk will let him use that anymore. But there's a difference of opinion there about that 4-2-5 with Kirk and with Phil, because Kirk kind of said, yeah, it worked last year because you had Amani Hooker who could play it, who's going to the NFL. Now what are you going to do? And Phil's sort of like, yeah, this is what I want to do. So I think this spring is going to be interesting to see how they test that out, if they go back to the 3 backers or if they go to 2 with this star and have like Michael Ojemudia or somebody like that fill in that role.
That's interesting to see play out in the spring.
Yeah, it was interesting because Phil was pretty sure when we talked to him in Tampa. He was like, yeah, I think we're going to go with 4-2-5 from here on out. It's just the way the offenses are going. Now there might be some teams like Wisconsin or maybe even Northwestern that are more run-based more often than not in what they run. Kind of suits playing a traditional 4-3. But Kirk kind of I asked Kirk about it at his presser a couple weeks ago, and he was like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Is Amani Hooker going to be around?
I mean, obviously with the loss of the 2 great tight ends, that hurts, but what's the biggest challenge for the offense next year? I mean, what are you looking for?
I think twofold. One is figuring out the run game. We were talking to Matt and I had Chuck on our podcast, and I don't know if you guys talked to him about this, but I asked him about the run game because it wasn't great last year. And he said maybe with 3 guys trying to do it that way just didn't work. And they've got to find a number 1 guy and figure out if one of those guys is going to be that guy. I think they want Ivory Kelly Martin to be that guy, but he was never healthy last year. He had the high ankle sprain early, missed a lot of time, just didn't seem to ever get to the level that they thought he could get. And you just watch them play. That run game wasn't as good. And was it the line? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it was more put it on the backs. And then the other thing, obviously, they got to figure out the passing game. And
who's going to be the leading receiver, you think, coming out of the spring?
Boy, that's a good question. Because it's probably not going to be a tight end. Sean Byers, the guy to watch at tight end, though, moving forward. I think he's got a chance to be good if he can get healthy. Probably Amir Smith-Marset. I think he's going to be the breakout guy.
Question on the Vans Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment line. Was Kirk at Bettendorf the other day?
I haven't heard that.
Someone said they said that Jason Anderson said that his girls thought they saw him in the weight room.
He might have been stopping by to see Griffin.
That's what I would assume, yeah. That'd be a safe one. Let's take a quick break. We'll have more with Tom Kakert. I want to hear your Super Bowl predictions when we come back.
Okay.
Every Thursday at 8 o'clock, it's live music night at Harrington's Pub. Enjoy sounds from your favorite Quad City musicians in a cool acoustical atmosphere. Either on the patio or indoors, Harrington's Pub has all the local talent. Well, we sure won't be on the patio this week, guys. But anyway, we're going to have Dave Ellis doing a makeup show from last week. So come in and check out Dave Ellis. He's our buddy from the... what's his band? Dang it.
You got it.
Fry Daddies.
Yeah. Man, I got to forget that. Anyway, that's just Thursday at 8 o'clock at Harrington's Pub, 2321 Cumberland Square in Bettendorf.
This is Randall, the QC hot dog guy. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
I wanna be a cowboy, and you can be my cowgirl. I wanna be a cowboy, and you can be my cowboy.
Gobo Productions presents One Night of Queen. Since forming in 2002, Gary Mullen and the Works have performed to sellout audiences all over the world. And now they're back in the USA for a brand new tour. One Night of Queen is a spectacular live concert recreating the look, sound, and showmanship of arguably the greatest rock band of all time. You'll hear classic Queen numbers including We Will Rock You, Fat Bottom Girls, Another One Bites the Dust, Bohemian Rhapsody, and We Are the Champions.
One Night of Queen, performed by Gary Mullen and the Works.
This show will rock you.
Coming to the TextLayer Center March 24th. Tickets are on sale now at the TextLayer Center box office and Ticketmaster.com. Presented by Town Square Media.
Hey, it's T-Roy from Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We've got your chance to win tickets to see two-time Grammy-nominated blues rock guitarist Joe Bonamassa, Thursday, March 7th at the Adler Theater. You can win your pair every day while we talk sports on Don't Hassle Us, We're Local between noon and 2. You can also register to win a pair by entering on the ESPN 93.5 app. Don't miss the Guitar Rock Fin of the Year, Joe Bonamassa, at the Adler Theater Thursday, March 7th. Tickets now on sale through Ticketmaster or the Adler Theater box office. Listen to win from Don't Hassle Us, We're Local and ESPN 93.5.
And now the $10 scratch game starters for the Iowa Lottery's Sweet Seats promotion. At 8 inches tall, it's Diamond Nines. Leading the league in $1,000 prizes, it's $1,000 loaded. And our 5-star recruit, Spectacular Riches. Enter eligible tickets online or on our mobile app for chances to win sweet seats to the big college hoops tourney in Des Moines. Visit ialottery.com for rules and details and get yours today. Woohoo!
ESPN 93.5 is KJOC Bettendorf Quad Cities from the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studio.
We're in the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. This is Don't Hassle Us, We're Local here on ESPN 93.5. Still in studio with Tom Kakert, Lord of the Board, and the Stand Cat.
Serge is so healthy over there. I'm so impressed with him.
What is that? Coffee and a smoothie?
Yeah.
Breakfast of Champions.
That's right, buddy.
Yeah. I had a smoothie this morning, too.
The smoothie's just fast and easy. Just whip it up real quick and
I
take
love
it with
smoothies.
you. Yeah.
It's easy.
There's good ones and there's bad ones.
He's a pillar of health.
Yeah, right. I do what I can.
All right. So what do you like this weekend?
I believe the Patriots will win.
I'm going Rams. I know everyone else Patriots. Guys, have you really thought about this? And I'm not the first to say this. They're just another team's bad coaching decision from losing 4 straight Super Bowls.
Yeah.
The Falcons in the second half and a bad play on an interception that when you should have ran the ball.
I think the key to the game will be how New England controls Ndamukong Suh and Aaron Donald up the middle, because that's how you get to Brady. You don't edge rush him. You get him up.
You can't edge rush him.
Yeah, you just because he just glides up in the pocket a little bit and throws it. But if you can get pressure up the middle against him, then I think you've got a shot. But I'll never bet against Brady. I mean, he'll find a way.
Not yet.
He'll find a way every time.
Somebody mentioned this the other day. I think it's going to be a lot on if either team can get a substantial lead. That might change what I feel the outcome's going to be now. We all know.
And how healthy is Todd Gurley?
No one knows. That's the other.
Neither team has any injuries listed.
Right.
Okay. We know Gurley didn't look 100%, but he made it sound in his interview. He made it sound like he's going to bounce right back and he'll be fine. Now that could be tactics.
They'll always say that.
You don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a decent game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Jay's skeptical about it. I think he'll be. I think
he
fine.
was hurt. I'm not. I mean, hopefully, that's all it was.
I think he was a little bit, but I think he's going to be just fine in this game. They interviewed him. They were asking, like, "Are you worried about the bad game, the 10 yards you had?" And he goes, "Yeah, I had 100 the game before that. I'm not worried." He was pretty sure I scored that last time too. He goes, "I'll be fine." So,
this is a big spot for Goff too. I'm just not. I don't know.
Well,
he went to New Orleans and won though.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
You can go all the way back to the Philadelphia when they beat Philadelphia in the Super Bowl. Deion Branch doesn't intercept that ball.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but great teams make things
bet against
happen.
Tom?
Great teams what?
I'm never going to bet against Brady. He'll find a way.
You come out of a bad division consistently.
Yeah.
You get a bye 14 times.
You're trying to make it so your brother doesn't buy you a birthday present next year?
We can say all those things, but he still finds a way to win. And that Chiefs team was good. That's a good Chiefs team.
No defense.
Yeah, but still, he found a way.
The Rams don't have one either.
Oh, they got a much better defense.
Not that much.
Their defensive backs aren't very good.
Hair.
No.
By a hair, buddy.
Did
you see the Rams play the Chiefs?
Yeah, the Sam Darnold's just, or not Sam. I'm sorry.
The Rams let the Chiefs score.
Aaron Donald. I keep saying Sam Darnold. Aaron Donald's just he's the star. I mean,
you can
he's
ask
great.
me tomorrow. I'll probably change my mind.
I will. I'm gonna text you this afternoon.
No,
not doing anything else.
Sticking with it.
All right. I'm going Patriots.
Four straight Super Bowls. They should be down.
Yeah, but good teams find a way to win those games.
All right. Maybe the boy genius is better.
Edelman is?
Huh?
You know how old Edelman is?
How old?
He's so old. He played against the Rams coach in college.
Oh man.
Well, the coach. How old is McVay? Is he 32?
33.
33.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I know.
Brady's 41.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Are you going to participate in any prop bets?
I don't know. I haven't really even looked at them.
Okay. Well, there's a lot to look at.
I know.
I mean, it's
coin tosses. How long the national anthem is going to last?
I think we're at minute 50. That's pretty low.
That's really low.
Who's singing it? I don't even know.
Gladys Knight.
Gladys Knight.
No
Pips.
Pips.
No Pips. Just
There's only one Pip left.
Oh, there might be more. I did some further research.
Did they got replacement Pips?
I did further research.
Are you going to watch the halftime show? Or are you going to turn it over to the WWE Network?
Harlem Heat. I mean, not Harlem Heat. Halftime Heat. 6-man tag match.
Yeah.
I would. I probably would. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. What about yourself?
I don't know. I'll probably watch.
I don't really pay. I mean, I couldn't tell you who did last year's halftime.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was good.
She was good.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I know. Didn't you two do it one year after didn't they start going real like vanilla after the wardrobe malfunction?
They went Paul McCartney after the wardrobe malfunction.
They had the Who, the Stones. Yeah, They went with as geriatric as you could get for a while.
Huh. No, I probably won't watch Maroon 5.
Do you remember who did it? Bears Colts?
Who?
God, what?
Prince.
I do remember.
Right. Prince, it was raining. That's
awesome.
the best
and
one.
And he did Purple Rain.
That's the best.
In the rain.
That's the
with
best.
the stage in the shape of his guitar.
The three best halftimes have been Prince would be one. I think Springsteen down in Tampa was probably number 2. You don't like Springsteen?
He does not like Springsteen.
No. Wow. What are you, un-American?
No, he is.
Wow.
He is. He should be kicked out of America because he's a douchebag.
Oh, that's twice.
Yeah.
Every sports writer in America is now cursing you.
I don't care.
Why does every sports writer in America?
There are 3 things that every sports writer in America loves. It's Springsteen, Marriott points,
and themselves.
Yeah.
Is that really? Is that the running joke?
Oh my God, yeah. We all love Springsteen. We all love Marriott points. And yeah,
don't say it, Tom. I love you. Don't be like
I love Bruce. I love Bruce.
This is awesome.
Rick Springfield's better than Bruce Springsteen.
No. and then
Dusty Springfield's better than Rick Springfield.
The U2.
Hey Jay, you know who's great? Said John Fogerty.
He's way better. He is. Creed
like
destroys Bruce. You know who else destroys him? Billy Squier.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
The Stroke.
You dang right.
Get out of here.
You know who else is better than him? Billy Joel.
I love Billy Joel.
You know who else is better than him? Bob Seger. I'll keep laying him out.
Bob Seger's good.
You're like the kid in Kindergarten Cop, and he's telling Arnold all the people that are better than him.
Yeah.
My mom's better than you. My dad's better than you. My gym teacher's better than you.
Dave Donahue's on here. He says he agrees with you.
Thanks, Dave.
He's in he was in my favorite local band up until I met the Don.
I love him.
Yeah, Rocket Park.
Yep.
He's a musician. He may know.
See, Tom, you might be a sports writer, but I got musicians on my side.
I know.
So you got Patriots. You got Patriots. You got Patriots.
Yep. Stocking's got Patriots.
Stocking's got Patriots, 38-31.
Uh-oh, that's the kiss of death.
That's right. That's it. I just wanted to add that on there for
Stocking, I have 37-33.
I think it's going to 27-24.
That's the under, right? Because it's 58.5.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be wavered on this one. I don't think I'm going to go the other way. Not going to change my mind.
I just hope Springsteen comes out at halftime.
Oh, you
jump up there with Maroon 5.
Yeah, with Maroon 5.
You're going to have to bring a lot of food next week to make up for this.
All right, so I want to remind everyone to go to the app and sign up to win the Joe Bonamassa tickets. We're going to give away 2 tomorrow, T-Roy?
Yep, give away 2 tomorrow.
All right, and remember, go sign up in mid-February. We'll remind you mid-February to go sign up for the Chuck Long auction and everything with the stuff we talked about that on the air.
Yeah.
Because you can auction on it online, too.
Yeah, you can sign up because it's sold out already.
Yeah, Qtego, I believe, Qtego.net.
Yeah, we'll get to that, yeah. Yeah, you got that, qtego.net.
Yeah.
So we'll be putting that out there mid-February. All right, want to thank Bobby for coming in.
Yeah.
And thanks, Tom, for coming in and braving the weather, my friend.
Yeah.
And then so next week, when's the signing? When is the signing?
Wednesday.
So you'll have something for us, maybe? Or are you going to go cover? Do you go up there?
Well, we haven't seen what happens yet.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll have something, but it won't be until like 4 o'clock. So I should be good.
Awesome. Okay. That'd be great.
Usually.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Stay warm, Quad Cityans, and remember, Harrington's Pub is open now. Pints is open at 2. So those are 2 of our local watering holes. Serge, you said you're not going to open it all today?
Nope, we'll be open tomorrow.
Okay.
Regular hours tomorrow.
All right. Well, yeah, so if there's places, if you need to have a beer, come on out while you can.
All right. All right, Quad Cities, you have a warm and hassle-free Wednesday.
Then it's the highly anticipated rematch between Elider Alvarez and Sergey